So, welcome to my Inauguration Day video. As you can see, I'm coming to you here from my beautiful scenic balcony here in central Poland in midwinter. And I've got a drink at the ready. Now, I want to explain this drink. It looks like champagne, but it's not. This is Soviet-style champagne. Oh, under communism, real champagne wasn't allowed to be imported, so this is the Soviet knockoff. And think of it as a communist Boone's Farm, if you will. It's got a kind of reputation that teenagers drink it because it's very cheap. This set me back about a whole 8 or 9 zloty at the local Żabka. So I thought this would be the perfect thing to drink on this Inauguration Day as we watch Joe Biden get sworn in. So I know we're all excited about the inauguration, as am I, but I like it when there's more than just 2 choices. Binaries are so boring. So I thought it'd be good to take a look at the man who's replacing Donald Trump, Joe Biden. Let's take a long, close look at his track record. And remember, Biden's not a magic fix. Let's start with his long history of his inappropriate behavior towards women. 8 women have alleged that he touched them in ways that they didn't like. And he issued a non-apology when he was called out for this behavior. But let's take a look at his career. We'll start in 1977 when he led the fight against desegregating schools. Yeah, you heard that right. Against desegregation. And this wouldn't be the first time he would work with segregationist senators. In 1979, he voted against getting rid of the Electoral College. You know, Biden, 2000 and 2016's election would like a word. Ugh, I need a drink for this. He's been anti-drug most of his career, repeating the false claim that marijuana is a gateway drug for harder drugs, like opioids. And remember, harsh anti-drug laws lead to an increase in incarceration, especially for people of color. First, he made the war on drugs a priority as senator, serving on the Senate Judiciary Committee in the 1980s, helping write anti-drug legislation. His anti-drug work didn't end there. In 1994, Biden helped write a racist crime bill for segregationist senators. One important thing in this crime bill, the differencing in sentencing between powder cocaine versus crack cocaine. Crack cocaine is cheaper, and therefore it tends to be more common in low-income neighborhoods. Under Biden's crime bill, crack cocaine got a much higher sentencing than powder cocaine. Think about that for a minute. All this despite his children escaped consequences for their own drug use. Back to his sexism. In 1991, he let Anita Hill's harasser, Clarence Thomas, testify before her. He also didn't let other women testify about their experiences with Thomas. Question, did Biden learn from this? Meh. He skipped the subject in his 2008 autobiography. In 2019, he did call Anita Hill, but it wasn't to issue an apology. Let's talk about his record on gay rights. He opposed LGBT equality when he voted for the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy in 1993. Gays in the military are fine as long as they're in the closet. He also voted for the Homophobic Defense of Marriage Act in 1996, which defined marriage as between a man and a woman. So, he only supports gay rights when it politically benefits him. How brave. What else? He voted for the disastrous Iraq War in 2002. He voted for building more border walls in 2006. A man ahead of his time. And while as vice president to Barack Obama, he oversaw a massive increase in deportation for immigrants. And let's not forget who built those cages, those pictures of which we saw go viral during the Trump administration. He supported the Hyde Amendment until 2019, which bans most federal funding for abortions through programs like Medicaid. Actually, Biden has a pretty spotty track record when it comes to women's health, likely due to his Catholic faith. While as vice president, he worked to undermine the Affordable Care Act's coverage of birth control. He still doesn't support Medicare for all, offering us this Medicare-led program, even in the midst of a global pandemic. He doesn't support the Green New Deal. Just think about the wildfires last year in Australia and California and the hurricanes in the US. Interestingly, Biden will not tear down the border wall that Trump has built, even the sections of wall that are on native land. And this isn't even a complete list. This is not to discourage you. Just remember, we have a lot of work to do in the next 4 years. Music, the parody version of Hail to the Chief by Blue Jay. And special thanks to my first ever supporters on Ko-fi, Cee and Kassy. Thank you both so much for supporting my channel.